Now that we have our brick texture for our stacked wall, I'm going to add this granite base to it. So I'm going to actually, I'll just close this down for a second, and we'll make sure that we go to our site and grab what I'll have available for you, to download the granite texture. And I haven't saved it yet, so I'll go ahead and save that. And we'll go back to Revit now that we can go ahead and create that material. So I think what we'll do is we'll use this top wall that we made with brick. We'll just duplicate it and use that on the bottom now with granite on it. So I'll just select it, the custom brick, and I'll go to Edit Type, and I'll duplicate it, and I'll call it Custom Stone. And we'll go and edit it and make that texture. So instead of custom brick now, we'll go ahead and grab a new texture, create a new texture. I'll rename that granite stone or something like that. And then we need an image for that. So I'm going to go ahead and go out and grab that granite. And this time we're going to do something kind of unique with that. We're going to actually tile it. So let's see if I can go ahead and tile this from here. No, it automatically deletes that image. So that's all right. We'll go ahead and go into the tiling, because we then have to put in this tile appearance over here. So I'm going to do that here. I'm going to put in an image. Image. Grab the granite again. Sorry for that. It's still giving me a little bit of a heartache there. And we want to make this a running bond. And the tile count, we want 1 per row, and let's say 2 per column. There's our aspect ratio. That's a nice look. And sorry that disappeared. And then let's go down here and make sure it's the right size. So I'm thinking that these will be at least 2 foot across and 1 foot high each. So let's make our sample size 2 feet. We have a really dark, small mortar line in between. I'm surprised that disappears like that. I'm not exactly sure why that's doing that. It seems like I may have a problem. I'm going to go ahead and apply this. I'm not sure why we've got the red arrow. It almost seems like it's a glitch. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and work with it, pretending that we're all right. Click OK. We have our granite stone. OK, OK. Now let's go over and get that granite stone base into our stacked wall. So I'm going to go to the stacked wall and go to Edit Type. Go to Structure. And instead of the CMU, we'll drag down there. We'll select this. And I will look for our new custom stone on metal stud and click OK. And OK. And we'll take a look at what that looks like. And now we have our brick and our stone on the bottom. Now, I know that going through this idea of a stacked wall seems a bit convoluted, and maybe in fact it is. It's just a technique that you may find useful. I want you to be aware of it, that we could make all kinds of complex wall assemblies and then just drag those through the whole construction of our building. For instance, this now could have another layer below it, which was actually the foundation wall. So once you draw one series of wall, you'll have both the foundation included, the veneer of the foundation above grade, and then the final finish of the wall surface. So there's all kinds of ways that this may be useful to you. So I hope you were able to follow along with it well enough. So now let's go ahead and add some of the elevations that we're going to need for this. So I'll bump out to one of the drawings that I have here. This is a master guide. I probably should load this so you have it available to you in another way. But the idea here is we're going to make 4 repeating modules. So we're going to draw once and repeat it 4 times to create our townhouse. And we need to just get started here by putting these levels in. So level 1 will be like the first floor entry. We'll have the grade being 3 feet below it, therefore the steps going up to it. It'll be level 2 at 10 feet, level 3 at 20, and level 4 at 30 feet. A question that just comes up in my mind is, why are we building something that already has a higher elevation on this front facade, with respect to being accessible or, user friendly or people friendly. The other thing that could be happening is on the reverse side, there's another second entry that could be at a raised grade for the carports and the driveway. So this may be a way to deal with elevation changes that leave the building still very accessible. So with that in mind, let's go ahead now and just quickly create these levels. So I'll bump back into Revit. And also, just let me go back to that just for a second here. Remember our 22 feet of width. That's going to be how long we want to make our brick wall. Okay, so we have level 1 at 0, level 2 at 10 feet. Let's add some more levels now. I'm going to add another one at 10 feet up. And I'll see if I can do that just with the, it seems to want to disappear, 9. We'll try that. And then one more. And then we need one level below, and we want that 3 feet below. And I'm going to zoom in here and rename the one that is below grade. Grade, I meant. Excuse me. The one that is 3 feet below the first floor. And then we'll, it's okay to rename our floors that way. Okay, so now we have our wall constructed to that, to those levels, or we don't actually have it constructed yet until we go ahead. I'm trying to render this wall in realistic mode. And we're not getting it to render in realistic mode, which is a little bit concerning for me. I may, after I end this clip, go back and restart my Revit if it keeps misbehaving. So the top constraint says it's unconnected right now, but we really want to connect it to level 4. And if I was to go back to that drawing, level 4, let me just drop out of this again. That level 4 is here, but we're actually going to go 4 foot above that level. So I want to make sure that we set this top offset to be 4 feet. And then if we look at this from the site plan, we have the length of our wall. It's 65 feet currently. And so I just want to change this to 22 feet. And then we'll look at this from the 3D view. And it's rendering properly there. I don't know why we're not rendering at all on the north elevation. Consistent colors work. Okay, so I'll troubleshoot that. It's not critical right now. So, but it is a reminder to save the file. So I'm going to go ahead and do a save. And let me just navigate to where I want to be here for a second. Sorry for this. CV8 start in case we crash. We still have something. Okay, so we'll pick this up in the next clip.